Oh wait, some fell through. You must get the bright core. Ah, I'm burning. It's worth it for the bright core.
It's not worth it. It's not worth it! What is going on, guys? My name is 4G, so today I wanted to discuss the idea of a Fortnite Save the World 2, and is it even possible that we see such a game mode being added to Fortnite? Well, let's just jump right into that. So first of all, is it possible? Yeah. Is it likely? Absolutely not. We know how Epic Games thinks about Save the World. They don't really see a future with that kind of mode, but they don't need to name it Save the World 2, or Save the World with any other wording after. They don't need to add anything to do with Save the World. It could just be a Save the World based game mode where it's in that same setting, in that same world, that same environment, the same characters, and with new ones, of course. They could do the same kind of thing, but in a completely brand new mode, which is very possible because, of course, they love to make these brand new game modes. Of course, we had Lego Fortnite, Fortnite Festival, Rocket Racing, and now Ballistic. They love to do these things, so maybe it's possible that we get something like this in the future. And there has been leaks of a specific kind of survival mode years ago. Now, this might have just ended up being what Lego Fortnite is today, but I mean, we are still going to go into it. So the idea of a Save the World 2, there's a whole bunch of different ways that they could go about this, okay? They could do so many different things for this kind of game mode. So first of all, they could either do it so that it's pretty much the same kind of game mode, but just expanded upon. So the same exact kind of system as we have, but maybe more like, I forgot the name of the game. I made a short on it a long time ago. This game right here, I'll find it when I'm editing. This game right here is exactly how I would like to see a Save the World 2 if they were to ever make it exactly with the same kind of system, where you're on this big open world and you can build up a base, go to different parts of the map and complete different missions. You can loot different parts of the map. You can then also maybe eventually, once you get past a certain power level, you could go to a different section of the map. So it would basically be, think of it like this. You'd start in Stonewood, but it would be a one big open world map where everyone is playing on the same map. You all build on the same island pretty much, but it would be a lot bigger than a regular Save the World mission. That's for sure. It'd be, in my head, it'd be like a GTA size map. Maybe not that big. I don't know. But either way, it'd be a pretty large map where a lot of people, where there's a lot to do, a lot of stuff that you can go to. The home base is in the center of the map, but you have smaller bases throughout the map that you can go and build and upgrade and actually add to, and maybe that unlocks certain upgrades that you can do, kind of similar to Lego Fortnite. Actually, Lego Fortnite has a lot of aspects that I would love to have seen in Save the World, but they just did not do it, unfortunately. And you could say, yeah, just go play Lego Fortnite. I mean, I do. I mean, it's fun. It's a great game mode, but the problem is it's still Lego at the end of the day. You know, I want to sometimes run around with a scar. I want to run around with a pump. I can't do that stuff in Lego Fortnite. You know, I want to just go around, shoot some husks in a survival experience like that, but with the regular Fortnite art style, with the regular Fortnite weapons. It's just not how it is, unfortunately. Yes, you can play Save the World, but the problem with Save the World is, well, there's a lot of problems, unfortunately. As much as I love it, there is a lot of problems with it, why it never took off. Well, first of all, it's still behind a paywall. That's a big thing right there. 2, they never finished it. And 3, they've never simplified it or really explained how to play it. And of course, the gameplay itself is a bit repetitive nowadays, especially because they just never really reworked those kinds of systems. There's a lot of things that they should have reworked, especially the earlier missions. The earlier missions are just far too easy, even when you are that lower level. I think that's the biggest factor right there. That's the biggest problem. They should have increased the difficulty a tiny bit on the lower side. That's what keeps it engaging, having a little bit of difficulty. Whereas you really don't need traps and stuff like that in the early game. And then as you progress throughout the later game, you really don't need traps until you get to Twine Peaks, if we're being completely real. I just don't like how that is. Unless you're talking about your storm shield defense, then yes, you do have to build traps for that. But either way, the point is there's so much about the gameplay that they needed to rework, and they just never ended up doing so. So when they Save the World 2, that could possibly fix those kinds of problems by simplifying the gameplay in a certain way. Because like I said, right now it's not that way at all. Once you go to build something, once you go to place some traps down in a mission, that's gone. It's gone after that. And I know that's a great gameplay experience, in my opinion, at least sometimes here or there. I think it's, like I said, it does get repetitive, but here or there, it's a pretty fun gameplay experience, at least for a while. For me, it's repetitive because I've been playing it for years, and they haven't really changed anything, of course. So, but with a Save the World 2, that wouldn't really be a problem, as it would be basically anytime you upgrade anything on your base, it would stay there, even if you got off the game, you got back on. I think this is probably the best way they could do something like that, where they pretty much just expand upon what they've already done in the past and probably name it in something entirely different. Now, another way that I think it would be nice to see is if they took aspects of games like Rust. If you've ever played Rust, it's pretty much, think of it as Lego Fortnite, right? Or Minecraft, you know, those kinds of games, survival game. But in this case, you have to defend your base against other enemy players. I think if they had a game mode like that in Fortnite, it would be absolutely huge. Now, I think they would have to fix the problem where if you get off the game, you can get raided instantly as soon as that happens. I think that's absolutely the biggest issue with Rust. You have to no-life it, otherwise all your progress is going to be gone. But if they could get around that somehow, if they could think of some other solution past that and they implemented into this hypothetical PvPvE mode, I think that could also be an absolutely fantastic and interesting game mode that I do think would be incredibly popular. A game mode like Rust, where it is a survival kind of game, but at the same time, it's in Fortnite, it has the same crafting systems as Fortnite, and you have to go out and get resources, and there's other enemies around the map. I think especially if they implemented the first-person camera into this game mode as well, maybe not like the entire thing, maybe it's like swappable, you can switch between third person or first person. I think that could be a very interesting way to play the game, especially in first person with that, because, you know, first person just makes it feel more personal, I guess. So if it's a survival game, it's just more immersive. That's the word I'm looking for, more immersive, if you're talking about a survival game like this. And you could have certain aspects, certain POIs around that, the big open world map that you could go over in order to get specific resources that you could only get from eliminating certain boss enemies. I mean, they've already done this in Battle Royale, for example, like this concept. It's the vault system, pretty much. They could do that same thing, but in a survival setting. We're on one big map, and you have to build your base, and you can upgrade it, and you can do some crazy stuff with base building, more so than you could ever do currently with just building with walls and floors. Like, I'm talking about, you could actually upgrade all of your walls could go beyond 3 levels. I don't know, you could add decorations, like you could do so much. Basically, like I said, all of these different aspects are within Fortnite already, just in different game modes. All this would be doing is combining all of them into one brand new mode. That's basically what it would be. For an example, all the decorating and stuff I just said, that's Lego Fortnite. The vault system, they've had it in BR since Chapter 2 Season 2. Bring that in. The base building systems, well, I mean, also Lego Fortnite. Lego Fortnite has a lot of stuff when it comes to that, but also I guess Save the World could have that aspect as well. The zombies part of it, Save the World. All of this stuff would just be combining to make a brand new game mode. They already have the ingredients. They just need to put it together, and I've wanted to see a game mode like this for so long in Fortnite. Now, maybe it would be better in my head than it would be if they actually were to make it. I don't know, but I think it would be nice to see them actually try to make something like this for a future game mode, because I think right now, since Fortnite Ballistics was the only game mode that they added in Chapter 6, and personally for me, just not my thing. I'm kind of done with the whole Counter-Strike Valorant kind of game mode. That's not really my thing anymore. I grinded that 9 years ago at this point. I went through phases where I would just grind and play that all the time. Not my thing anymore personally. I'm done with that. So for me, the last time they added any sort of actual good, interesting game mode that is new was Lego Fortnite. And Lego Fortnite, while it's fantastic, and I've loved the updates that they've added, by the way. I recently went back with a friend and played after not playing for over a year. Yeah, they've added quite a bit since then, and it's an entirely different experience, which has been pretty fun to say the least. But I'm just saying, I believe that they will be continuing to add new games to Fortnite over the years. It would be nice to see this kind of game mode added to the game at some point, especially if they did it at high quality as Epic Games is known for doing. But anyways, that is going to wrap up this video. What do you guys think about this? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Would you like to see a Save the World 2, and how would you like to see it added to the game? Would you like to see it as pretty much the same thing as Save the World 1, but just finished this time? Or would you like to see it entirely new, but it's continuing the Save the World universe, continuing that story in just a different kind of way, whether that's PvPvE or just regular PvE like Save the World is? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I would love to hear what you guys have to say. And if you guys enjoyed this video, a like would be greatly appreciated. If you're new here and you like videos like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day.